All right, welcome guys to our presentation tonight. We're gathering here to share with you our home business, our New You Life family, our products here, the opportunity that we have. What we want to share with you is really what Danny always touts as a 5-star opportunity, which I love that. We used to say the 5 reasons that you're looking for to join a home business and the 5 things you want to be looking for, but this really is a 5-star opportunity. So I think as we go into 2024, that's going to be our logo for this company and our motto for what we're saying. But the reason we do these opportunities and these presentations, it's really, and Dr. Doug Firebaugh was sharing this with us last week. It's an information session. It's a place where you can come to get some information. There's never any pressure here. It's not a buy now. It's not a join now. It's to get some information to make your own educated decision if this is something for you, if this is something you can see yourself fitting into, if you relate with somebody here and you're like, I love what these people are doing. I love these products. I love what they're sharing. I love that I've already connected with one of these people here, and now I understand why they're here and what they see here. So that's really all this is. We're definitely available afterwards to answer any questions you have. And the purpose of these is just exactly that. Most of the time when you have something that you're excited to share, being able to point to something where other people can share how excited they are too is very important. And that's why we do this. And just to give you more information from different voices so that you can resonate with one person here, or you may say it's not for you, and that's totally okay as well. But we have some amazing products and just an incredible company that we're going to share with you tonight. So Paul, if you want to go into the screen share and share with people, that'd be fantastic.
Sure. So give me a second to see if I do this right the first time. Get it right the first time. That's the main thing. All right. Did we get it?
We got it.
Okay, good. How's that? I wish you were here last week. You would have seen how really bad this is, and you tell you that anybody can do this. So bottom line is this: we all have a cell phone. We're talking to people that are halfway across the world right now. And that, I hope that lets you see the opportunity. I mean, if you realize how much time and effort we spend on social media today, or talking to people, or texting with people, we want to kind of show you a way to do that digital marketing platform that can start bringing some income into your life. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are. We're in 16 different countries now. We'll be launching in Thailand and India in January. So there's opportunities for even you speaking to the local merchant in your town who may have family in another country, and you could expand this thing all over. What we're going to tell you is, I need you to have an open mind. I need you to just listen, and then realize it's not about your efforts. It's about the efforts of the other people you introduce this to that creates this phenomenon known as network marketing. So there's a couple of things I want to share with you a little bit. Number one is there's got to be a reason to do this. And the number one reason people do some sort of a side hustle is really what's happening in the world right now. As far as, they talk about a recession maybe coming. Guys, it's here. The price of groceries is getting out of control. They talked about how this was a reasonable Thanksgiving. I didn't see it that way. I see butter being $6 and almost $7 a pound. I see eggs that are twice the price that they were 2-3 years ago. I see bacon. I see gasoline. So here's what I want to tell you. There's a lot of these presentations you'll watch that people talk about, oh, you could be a millionaire. Well, you can't be a millionaire overnight. But what you can do is we can help you outpace inflation with just a little bit of effort and utilizing calls like this and some of the other tools we're going to talk about, that you're going to be able to start to outpace inflation, maybe just an extra $100 a month or $100 a week, and then grow from there. So I want to talk to you about why you need to look at an opportunity. And what an opportunity cost is the value of you looking at something, of making one choice over another when you're thinking about changing your life a little bit, or adding some additional income, or maybe just feeling better and looking better. Or opportunity cost is by not doing something. So I added a little thing there that hasn't been there, and I want everybody to read it. So we're going to take a minute because it's the first time it's been up there, and I wrote it about an hour ago. So consider the concept of opportunity cost. It's a trade-off in choosing one path over another. And I chose this path 6 years ago and became a 7-figure earner. Now, I put a lot of consistency in it, but I started 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night. And then as I found success, I added more and more time. So we're going to talk about a company called New You Life, and it's in the health and wellness space, which is a multi billion-dollar space all over the world. In fact, our friends that are on the call tonight from India are very familiar with Ayurvedic medicine or homeopathy, which is what our company is really based on. And in fact, we have a greater acceptance in Asia and Southeast Asia than we do in the United States, because they believe in preventative medicine and preventative care, where we're more in the United States are more apt to wait till we feel something is wrong and then we try to fix it. So I want you to recognize not only what you're looking at, but I want you to start to think about if you didn't do this. Okay. And Sajaguru, he's a guy that I listen to, and he was saying the other day, he said, how long are we alive for? He says the average human being is alive anywhere from 75 to 85 years. Some of us are living to 90 because of how we're taking care of ourselves. But then he said, how long are you dead for? And we're dead forever. So you got to realize that we only have a short period of time on this earth to create some sort of sense of wealth, some sort of sense of well-being. And if it's not for us, it's for our families. So there's really 5 reasons that you need to do something more. One is there's a huge rising demand for health and wellness all over the world. So starting a side hustle in a space that people want, think about this. We're coming into the new year. It's New Year's resolutions. What are the 2 top New Year's resolutions? Feeling better, looking better, or making more money, or both. The other thing when you're looking at a side hustle, even if it's for an extra $100 a month, is a very flexible work schedule, right? I know that I could plan my day. I literally spent a good portion of my day today with my granddaughter. I picked her up at school, which was a big surprise for her because I don't do that often. And then we spent time, just cuddling and watching a movie on our iPad today. So that's something that I have a very, very flexible work schedule that I would not have when I was working on Wall Street, where I would literally get into the office at 9 o'clock in the morning and not get home until 9 o'clock at night. And then there's an opportunity for personal growth. You have to become a different person when you're in your own side business. You have to be self-motivating. You have to be your own boss, and you have to be your own worker at the same time. Now, obviously, the potential for additional income is great, but what about the impact you could have on other people in your family, starting something, or that fulfillment of being that new person that you're at? So we talked about the economy. We talked about why you should consider something. Let's talk about the company that we're partnered with to do it. So I could go out and I could make a product, and I could pay for the packaging, pay for the developing, and all the research and development to do it, which would cost millions of dollars. Then I have to come up with a marketing plan. So with New You Life, they've taken the 3 big barriers to starting a business, which is a great product to service idea, very innovative products, because if you don't have innovative products, no one's going to be interested in them. The financial backing to produce all of it and ship it and collect the payments and pay out is very, very difficult and very cost intensive. But the last thing is the ability to scale it. So I'm going to tell you that in 6 years, starting with 1 fireman from New York City, I've built an organization over 80,000 people worldwide. In Korea, we're building in India and Mexico and now in Thailand. And this company started out in its first year of 2018 and did over $60 million in business. That's almost 5 times more than Google did in their first year. It is 5 times more than what eBay and with Microsoft did in their first year. And then we've continued to rise to a point where we're almost at $900 million in revenue over just the last 6 years. So there's a lot of accolades. And when you look into the company, I really would rather create curiosity and let you know we're not talking about some fly-by-night small little company and small little business. We're going to be hitting $1 billion in revenue, total revenue, in 2024. So we removed all those barriers for you to get started. But the way we grow this business, and let me make sure that I could share my sound. So give me a second. Yeah, I'm sharing sound. The way we build the business, and you may have gotten a video before you've even gotten on this call to learn about it, is we have these great tools in an app that you could just send somebody a video just like this. So let's watch it real quick.
Why does a company make a product? For some, it's about making money. For others, it's about trying to build something. For New You Life, it's about changing lives. It's about empowering you to be authentic, We've changed the world with the category creating liquid gold, Somaderm, and have improved hundreds of thousands of lives. We've developed the most comprehensive, powerful skincare and transformation products on the market. We create products with ingredients that build you better and bring vitality to your life through systemic hormone balance. Now it's time to go beyond. It's time to take the DNA of success and create the future of what hormone health looks like. New technology to inspire your team and drive connection through a world-class app experience. New leadership to drive the pace. New ways to impact your community. New products that bring youthfulness to your life through healthy, balanced hormones. New opportunities to achieve happiness and a community where you belong. We're going where no company has gone before. We're developing products that have never existed. We're pushing the boundaries of science and technology. And it's all to empower you with the best products the world has ever seen. We are the Hormone Health Company, and we do what we do to transform lives. Everything we do has one purpose in mind. It's all about you.
Now, if you send someone that video just to pique their curiosity, just to say, hey, I got something I'm really excited about. I'm going to send you a quick video. It only takes a minute or two to watch, and I'd love to talk to you about it. That's really the process of building this business. You're not going to run TV ads. You're not going to go stand on the street corner and try to solicit people. You're really just going to reach out to people that, and you maybe as simple as on social media or at a local event that somebody says, oh, you know, I'm having some trouble with my weight, or, you know, my hormones have been out of balance, or my libido is low, or I'm having shoulder pain. All of these issues are conversation starters, and we all suffer from something once we're over the age of 30. So I'm going to hand this back to Angel, and then we're going to have some other people share with you about the products, or unless Angel's going to share about the products.
Sure, I will do the products unless somebody else wants to raise their hand.
Great.
And do them. I'll let, unless if Peg wants to do products, I can do testimonials. Peg, where would you like to jump in here?
I'll do the testimonials if that's okay.
Okay, sure. Sounds perfect. All right, guys. So you can see on our screen here, we have multiple products. We're not going to go super deep into all of them, but just so you can get an idea. Somaderm, which you see on the right there, that's our flagship product. That is our homeopathic transdermal HGH gel that everybody is using to balance their hormones, both men and women. There's 40 proven benefits to this product. We're seeing amazing testimonials come through, which Peg is going to share a few of them coming up here. Incredible. And what I love about this, and what Paul was sharing with you guys about the opportunity in the company and having something different, that product right there doesn't have any competition in this space. So not only are we like growing globally where we're taking it into different countries, there's no competition. You're not competing with the other, network marketing company or home business down the street or your friend at the corner. You have a product that is standalone in the marketplace, which is huge. We've got Somanite, which I'm going to go into a little bit more on the next slide. MLT is our metabolic lipotropic thermogenic drink. It is balancing your metabolism. And then we've got Try MLT coming out in the new year, which is going to be super exciting. It's also going into the 3 hormones balance as well. So it's like double the MLT effects. But this, guys, is giving you that thermogenic property. It's boosting your metabolism and giving you that appetite suppressant as well. So it's helping people with weight loss. It's helping them with, keeping on their goals for their health. NeuroV is our cognitive product that is helping you with focus. It's helping you with that brain fog. Fortress over there is our immunity product. So people are, of course, using that to just stay healthy. It's going to give you that immunity so that you're fighting off everything. Somaderm Plus down at the bottom. We're going to talk about those also in the upcoming slides. That's our pain product. And then we've got the Rose and Cole line, which is our skincare line. This actually, guys, is why I was introduced to the company. Paul shared with me New You Life, and I actually came in because of Rose and Cole, because it was the first time that I saw that there was a company that was offering me the chance to answer a questionnaire, to tell them what my skin type was, to find out what my package would be. I got on a call with Alexi, the owner, and found out why he brought in the ingredients that he did and how this really works all together. So just a super fan of that line, but then of course fell in love with the rest of the products. So we're going to go into the next slide here just to give you a little bit of a deeper understanding. This, I've got to say, is 100% my new favorite product, Somanite. It's a tri-collagen. It's helping you with your sleep. It's balancing your hormones at night. And what we learn on these calls when we get to experience corporate sharing with us why they've created this is that at nighttime is when you're actually absorbing the collagen better. So we know that people love collagen. Well, what is a tri-collagen? We've got the type 1, type 2, type 3. We're taking collagen and we know there's great collagens out there and we're making it better. And so the experience that I've personally had is not only falling asleep easy, but sleeping through the night, getting a solid sleep and waking up in the morning and not feeling like I want to hit that snooze. Instead, I'm saying, I feel refreshed. I feel amazing. It's a product I absolutely won't go without. Paul, you want to hit the next slide there? And then we've got a couple of products here, which are very similar. The Somaderm plus AWE, and then the next one is the Somaderm plus CBD. And this is going after, it's a solution for systemic inflammatory balance, targeted pain relief, stress, and daily hormone health. But this is an instant relief product. So this is something where if you have it in your pocket or you have some samples on you, you can give this to somebody and have them rub it on their shoulder pain, their neck pain, wherever they're feeling something, their knees. And they're going to feel something within minutes. They're going to feel that relief within minutes. That's what they've designed here. So we've got those two different products, whichever one works best for you. You can try them both, but it's just when we're talking pain relief and we're talking hormone balance, and when you've heard about all of these products, you really can't walk down the street and pass 10 people and not find one person who isn't suffering from hormone imbalance or pain or lack of sleep, or wanting to lose weight, or wanting to feel healthier, look better, feel better, all of that. So these products, something's going to fit for somebody. We do have the ones that most people use, but something is there for anybody. So really, as Danny says, and he'll say, as we come up, get in where you fit in, but we also say that with the products, whatever works for you and you know is something that could be a solution for you is what we really recommend for you. So I'll pass it over to Miss Peg Tucker to take you guys into the testimony.
Yeah, you know what? Before we hand it to Peg, I just want to say that whole thing is get in where you fit in is so important. That interview people, talk to people. One of the easiest ways to build this business is, instead of just trying to push something on them that you like, is just ask them, what are they suffering from? What are their problems? I had a really, really bad shoulder when I first joined New You Life, and the Somaderm did tremendous things for me. So we're going to teach you, we're going to literally hold you by the hand and teach you how to have conversations so you're not jumping on people like a hungry salesperson, and just having natural conversations with people and turning it into profit. Peg, it's up to you.
Thanks, Paul. So I love this slide because pictures tell everything, right? And what you see here is the visual effects of what the gel can do. And we've all heard the term fountain of youth, right? I think of this as, for me, a fountain of vitality, and vitality is attractive. Right, we're attracted to people who are vibrant and living with vitality. So the top picture, you see the difference in her skin is really dramatic, and that seems to happen across the board. There are a few things that seem to happen for almost everyone, and then there are different things that the gel does for different people. But everyone seems to talk about their friends commenting on that glow that they have, right? And that's something that really, I think, is coming from the inside. It's not, it's not a topical skin product, the gel itself, but it does change the skin. So you look at the second picture in the middle on the top, that's Judy Mark, and Judy is an amazing person. You can see the difference in her, and there is some weight loss here, but really the difference in her face looks so much more sculpted, so much. She just lost all that puffiness that her body was hanging on to because of hormonal imbalance. The next picture, the bottom left, is myself. When I look at that top right picture, the way I looked before the gel, I was in my mid-50s. I was not liking what I saw when I looked in the mirror. I thought of myself in my head as younger than that. But I just figured that was, as much as I was taking care of myself, this was happening, right? I had a lot of puffiness under my eyes, obviously a lot of puffiness in my face. So then you see to the right, a year later, and then 2 years later, and then 4 years on the gel. I've been on the gel for 5.5 years now. And for me, the appearance has changed for sure. And that's what you can see. But for me, it's the way I feel on the inside. I have such a different, for example, right now in this season, I have such a different example to stress. I can enjoy the holidays with an open and full heart and joyful heart that I used to be just a stress case during this time of year. So then we have Danielle Marie, and Danielle is an incredibly beautiful woman. She is a gymnast coach. She's an athlete, obviously, and she had gone through some things in life that were changing her body in ways that she didn't like. And part of her coming back to herself and feeling like herself again was being on the gel. And obviously, I mean, she's an incredible leader here with New Life. So I just want to say that we are all living longer, as Paul said. My plan is to live to over 100, and I know that I will. And I want to be that vibrant, kick-ass old lady, right? So this is my plan, and this is my tool. Back to you, Paul.
Well, and Peg, I have to jump in. You need a 5-year picture, because Peg in person, you see these pictures and you see her in the Zoom, you see Peg in person, and it's like, wow, like she knocks your socks off. So you are a walking testimonial to this gel, and like this youth hormone that we have and how it's changed you from the inside out. It's really incredible. So it's been amazing.
Thanks, Angel.
It has been amazing, but if you really look at that picture, her picture, it's literally like a facelift. So imagine all the people who are spending so much money on plastic surgery and things like that. Number one, if you do get it, you should be on the gel, because if you're going to spend that kind of money, you want to retain the work you've had done, and you want to heal better from it. When you get in and spend a little bit more time with us, you'll learn more about hormones. And when you learn about hormones, you're going to realize it's the best place to start. People buy pills and vitamins and drinks and all of these different things. But if we could just get our hormones in check first, everything else is going to work better. How about some of us need less medications because we're on these products, because our bodies are rebalanced a little bit. And I'm always going to go back to business, guys, because I'm a Wall Street guy, and I'm going to tell you that these are the things that are going to help you grow your business, because people want results. So when you get in the business and you get 2 or 3 people around you on the products and they start sharing, it's even better than when we start sharing. Because when you have people around you that like you, know you, and trust you, when you have people around you that people know that you know, right? All of a sudden your business starts to explode. So you got to have a wow factor. You got to be in a business where the products make sense for people, because there's a lot of stuff out there that just doesn't work. So we talked about the reasons we do things, right? The economy, or we're trying to improve our lives. We talked about the company is a solid company. We talked about the effectiveness of the products and the suite of products that we have. But here's the biggest thing. We're all on here to support you. So if you choose to partner with us, we're here to help you through. Let us explain it to people. So Angel, I'll hand it back to you, because I know we have Curtis and Lauren here today. We have Danny here today. Yeah. So, and you're a better organizer than I am. So where do we go next?
No, absolutely. So we've got Danny and Lichardi here, guys. Highly recognized field leader, 28 years in the profession, saw New Life a couple of years ago, knew that it was something that he would totally be interested in. He's here now because he was brought back to it again and shown it again, and saw it and saw what's happening here. And that's sometimes what happens, right? It may take a little bit of time, but when you see something and you know it's the right fit and you know it's the perfect timing, and that's really what we have here. That's why leaders like Danny are coming in right now. We've got Curtis and Lauren, which I want to go to next. We've got Brittany and Frank. They're influencers. They're on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Frank, we found out after I shared it with Brittany, had been using the gel in the past before. They were familiar with it. They're fitness people. They know the importance of the HGH. So they are also building with us, using their influence. So these are really, when we look at these are social influencers. So how can we bring people like that into our business as well, that see the value in the product and can share it with their community? But Curtis and Lauren, they're just an amazing couple that I got to personally meet a few weeks ago, a month ago, I guess, almost, in Florida. But just an incredible couple who have already built an amazing business together. They're already self-entrepreneurs, but found New Life and now are growing together as a power couple and helping people change their lives and really capitalizing on that leverage of freedom, right? There's one thing when you can build a multi-million-dollar business and create, financial freedom. What does it actually look like when you leverage the actual freedom to be with your family? So Curtis and Lauren, I'm going to pass it over to you guys. And Curtis, if you can share, and then Lauren, if you can share both from each of your perspectives on why you're here.
Sure, no problem at all. So first, I'll give a little background about myself. I grew up here in Massachusetts, where for the past longer than a decade, but I've been really building my conventional roofing and siding business for the past decade. And with the growth of social media, it just spiraled my business. It grew to something I never thought it would be. And I've become quite successful. I make a pretty good income for myself, kind of a jaw-dropping income, I would say. But it took me sacrificing so much to get to this point over the past 10 years. I was never here for dinner. I was never here in the morning to get the kids to school. I had to grind nonstop 24/7, and it took a lot of away out of my life. And for that, I'm sad. But I was introduced to this business from a buddy of mine who's very successful in this industry. And he told me, listen, if you want to get some of your time back, you got to take a look at this. And just from the beginning, I could feel the passion from him. And that's kind of how I have it now. After being in this, I feel the passion of helping people and wanting to help people getting income or make them feel and look better. I mean, everybody needs something. So the fact that I have this at my fingertips now, and it's something I can do from the comfort of my home, it's actually, as it builds, it's going to give me my time back. And the income, I can make just as much money here as I've made with my conventional business, except this is a lot more easier and there's no initial money. There's not tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to build this. It's just very simple. It's very cheap to start building. And when you can start bringing people into your business and you can start transitioning them into earning money and helping their people around them, friends and family, it's an incredible feeling. And you get so passionate and so just hot for it. You just want to keep going. I mean, we have to fight ourselves to go to sleep at night. Like Danny said earlier in a post, we're like, all right, we've been dealing with this all day. We've been talking to so many people. We just have so much excitement to share this because the opportunity is friggin' real. Like the money's real. Community itself on another level is unbelievable. Hands down the best. For me, I mean, I'm sold. I'm here for the long haul. So that's my quick little rant. And we'll have Lauren share.
Yes, go ahead, Lauren.
So I joined network marketing actually 18 years ago when I had my first daughter to have time back with my daughter. But at the time, I really didn't have the confidence to build a business and I wasn't with the right company. I found New Life about 2 years ago and everybody in this company has supported me and helped me build my confidence up. I wouldn't even speak on a Zoom call when I started. And I was on stage in Florida just a month ago. So I've come a really long way and the support here has just made me into a stronger person. And now we're leading teams. I'm leading team calls and we're doing it together as a family. My daughter's seeing this and it's building her confidence and she's going to be a little entrepreneur with us actually. So it's done what I wanted. It took me a lot longer because I was with the wrong company, but now that I've found New Life, I've grown so much over the past year and it's amazing.
That's awesome. And it was so great to meet you guys and a little bit of your family and see you guys and talk to your daughter and hear her side of watching you guys do this and why you're here. And so it's so fantastic. I can't wait to see you guys just totally excel here and be that power couple because you really are. You're taking that lead and that charge. So congratulations, guys. And for myself, guys, I've been in this profession for 11 years, not quite as long as Danny or Lauren, but I came in, I was a legal professional and I found network marketing when I was at home after I'd had my second child. And it really, for me, was an opportunity to make that little bit of extra income, to do something that had always been a passion, which was health and wellness for me, to be able to have a home business. And what it did was it lifted off for me the ceiling of potential. I always thought that we had to live within this capped income and this cap potential of what we could do. I had no idea of building a legacy or an empire for my kids and what that looked like. And through the years, as I've gone through this, I've become now a full-time single mom of my 2 kids, and they're now a part of this as well. They were with us in Florida. They're seeing us build. They're seeing these amazing things, and it hasn't been perfect the whole way, but I can confidently say that what I found here with New Life is the closest to perfection that I could be looking for. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking at a few things, if you're taking a peek or you're just kind of looking behind the curtains, put your blinders on and go with us. And I promise in 12 months, you will not regret it. You will be sitting here and you'll be on these calls with us and you'll be sharing your story, because that is really the perfect timing and everything that you need to really have when you're looking for something here. So I couldn't be more grateful to be here with you guys and be on a call with these leaders, because it's a fantastic opportunity, and we're grateful for the people listening. So I'll pass it back to you, Paul.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. So guys, if you see, one of the things I want to point out, and I try to just recap a little bit of what I just witnessed, right? And you witnessed Curtis, right, who was probably all in on his main business. And then all of a sudden, when the timing was right, and maybe the timing wasn't right 2 years ago for him, if someone approached him about New Life, but as his business grew and he realized he needed something new. So sometimes when we talk to people about the business, it's not that they're not liking the business, but maybe they're just not ready and at that stage in their life. So I have people that I know for years. In fact, Danny and I knew each other for years in the business, but he just came in recently about that. And then Lauren, how Lauren grew as a leader, and we changed. So if you're worried about, oh my God, I can't do this, and these people talk so well, well, trust me, none of us got up the first time and was perfect and smooth. But when you do it enough and you want it enough, you'll start to see that it becomes easier, especially when it's coming from the heart. So that's one of the things I want to share. Let's continue on with the presentation. Look, I want to share with you, I know I'm excited because we have people from India on. I want to say that our friends from India, this was our very first meeting in Korea about 1.5 years ago, and now there's 25,000 people over there, okay? And I want you to see that we had to do this meeting in 3 separate meetings because we kept filling up the room over and over again. And I promise you that's what's going to happen in India. And that's what's going to happen for us in Thailand, because when people see the opportunity, you know, and maybe this isn't what you thought you wanted, right? But this is a saying that I say all the time, is that the dream that comes true for you is the one you never knew you had. Because I never dreamed I would be in this business. So I'm going to cover this next part because it's about the money, and I'm kind of the business guy. And I want to tell you that there's, depending on where you are in the world, there's 5 ways we make money in this business. And the first way we make money in the business is retail commission. Like any business, somebody, you know, you talk to somebody and they want to lose weight. This product is working tremendously well for me. I mean, I'm literally going down to very, very low body fat. The product's not out yet, but when it's released in January, I'm telling you, it's going to be a blockbuster. But we make retail commissions. Somebody contacts me on my social media, or they see me and say, hey, what are you doing to get in shape? And I'll say, I'm using this product, try MLT. If they buy it, they go to my website. I don't have to inventory it. I don't have a whole bunch of these boxes in my house, in my garage. They go on the website, they order it. That product gets shipped to them from the company, and I get my commissions for it. And every Friday we get paid like clockwork, every single Friday. Okay. Now, the next thing is your first order bonus. So let's say you're watching and you say, Paul, I'd like to use the products, but I think I may be able to recommend this to a couple of people. So let me become a distributor like you guys. Well, then when you do that and you enroll someone yourself as a distributor in your organization, you get what's called the first order bonus. When Danny comes up later and tells you about the packages you can buy to get started, you're going to receive a first order bonus when you get someone started. Now, the third one is where the money really starts to make sense, because I told you, you're not doing this alone. There are thousands. There are millions of people across the world who are looking for a side hustle. In the US right now at this moment, there's 65 million people looking to start a side hustle. So as you have these people in your organization who are buying product, they're selling product, they're adding people to the business, those people are buying product, you're going to get team commissions. And as we grow these teams, it's very simple. There's 2 lines. when you come in. So sometimes when you come into your business, the person above you is going to add people to that business. That's why network marketing is so powerful, because we're building these organizations with you or without you. Now, the next thing is a coaching bonus. I may receive some coaching bonuses tonight from the people who sign up because of the rank that I've achieved, right? And the fact that I'm here helping people, I'm eligible for a different coaching bonus. So not only am I doing this because I love it, not only am I doing this because I want to help people, the company is compensating me for doing that and compensating a lot of the other people on this call. In fact, you get coaching bonuses, start very, very low in your rank advancement. And what is a rank advancement? It's real simple. We have these milestones in the business, and when we achieve a certain amount of volume, we get a raise. So it's not like you go into your boss after a year and saying, hey, you know, I did a really good job for this year. What's my raise? Well, we're not doing raises this year, or the raise is 2% or 3%. Here, if we reach these predetermined milestones, which are very simple to get to, you're going to make more money. And it's that simple. There's no negotiating with the owner. There's no begging and pleading. There's no working harder or staying extra hours. You do this, you get that. And there's no question about it. The last one, and the one I stress the most, and the one most people work for in network marketing, is the matching bonus. And what the matching bonus is this. It's very simple. When you come in the business, you're encouraged to find other people who want to work with you in the business, and you will receive a fifth bonus, which is a percentage of their check. Now, the percentage of their check will go down 7 rows. So if you sponsor Angel, and Angel sponsors Danny, and Danny sponsors Charmaine, and Charmaine sponsors John, and John sponsors Dana, all of those layers start adding up. And when those adding up, you can go down over 7 levels and receive anywhere from 15% to 5% of those checks that are being issued. So why am I so excited about that? Because that makes me work harder to get someone else's check built. The way you build longevity in a business, the same way in a restaurant. If you serve bad food or poison your customers, they're not coming back. So if you own a restaurant, you want to make sure that you have excellent food every single night. In this business, you want to make sure that if you want to earn an income, make sure your team earns an income. Be there for them so they can earn an income. And then not only will you have their loyalty, you will have the benefit of those percentages on top of that. And that's how this business is truly built. That's why we could say you could build retirement and legacy income from this that you could leave to your family if you just follow our simple system. And if you're just getting started, I invite you to come on our call every Saturday morning where we tell you exactly what to do to get started. Now, there's other bonuses we have, and there's a momentum bonus. I receive $1,500 a month towards a car or travel, and it starts at $300 a month. There's promotions. There's always some sort of promotion, free enrollment, discounts, coupons. There's contests. Right now, right, I'm very proud to say the #1 leader in the contest to go to Jamaica is actually in my organization. And last year we had the #1 winner too. That there's always a contest. You could win a trip that's worth around $10,000 for you and a guest to go to Jamaica. Last year, many people on this call went to Costa Rica. The year before that, it was Hawaii. The year before that, it was Mexico. So, and I'm very proud to have been, I didn't go on every one, but I won every single trip. Now, there's always discounts, there's customer retention programs, but this is the money side of it. That's it. We're not going to talk to you about it anymore, but you have to realize the better you do, the better everyone in your organization does. So who wants to take this? Because I think this is a very important slide. Danny, you got to have a driving factor. We know if you don't show up for work, you're going to get fired. That's a really good motivator. But what happens when you come home and you're a little tired and you got to put about 15, 20 minutes into your new life business, or maybe make that one extra phone call or follow up with that person? What's going to drive you to do that? So Danny, do you want to take this slide?
Yes, I will. Paul, first off, I appreciate you and who you are and what you've done for our team. And Angel, thumbs up to you as well. But there's a lot of things that people will decide why they want to get involved in this. And there's so many of these things on the screen here. Everybody has a different reason why they want to get in and why they're going to stay in. You might have been invited tonight because, you were looking for an opportunity to put an extra $500 to $1,000 in your bank account a month. Or maybe you have a job that, is taking up too much of your time. Like Curtis was talking about, he was making a lot of money, but it was all of his time was going there. Maybe you need that more quality time in your life. The freedom to do it your way. I love that part of it because, what this opportunity gives you is choices to decide what you want to do. Now, I have a job that I do. I have a couple different things that I do, and I enjoy my time, but I enjoy helping other people. Paul talked about the check match and how he gets paid. If you heard what he said, this is why I enjoy what I do, because he knows he wants to help more people make a bigger check. That's what this is all about. This is one industry, and I've been in a few different types of industries. I've been in the mortgage real estate business. I've been in the auto industry, which I am right now. And I've been in a couple other things. But every commission that I made was based on what I did. But what I've learned here in network marketing after being in it for 28 years, that the more people I help achieve their dreams and goals, the more dreams and goals that I'm going to be able to have. And that's what it's all about. Maybe, down at the bottom here, maybe you want to send your kid to college. I was speaking this morning with a friend of mine who lives in India. He lives in Delhi. And he told me that the industry has allowed him to send his son to school in Toronto. That's huge. I can't even imagine that. Send your kid to school that far away and be able to pay for it because of this industry. The thing about it, we're not going to ask you to quit your job. You can continue doing that because this is really a part-time build. That's what this is about. We're going to teach you how to earn more money doing this part-time than you do in your full-time job. And again, you're not in business for yourself. I mean, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because we're here to help you. Go ahead, Paul. This is where it all starts. You've all made the commitment to be on here tonight, whether you're in the business already, or maybe you're a guest looking at this for the first time. Again, I have a couple of guests from the country of India. I have a couple of guests here in the United States. I appreciate you all taking the time to take a look at this. I appreciate you believing in me to spend your time with us this evening or in the morning time, wherever you're at. What to do next? And I've always said, you get in where you fit in. There's different ways to start your business. The great thing, like Curtis was saying, it's not going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars to start this business. It can be as little as $199 or as much as $1,100. That's up to you. We don't force you which pack to pick. We just tell you, just get in. You can figure out the rest later. We have great training that you're going to see that you get with this. You can see the different packages we have here. Again, you can get one bottle for $199. That includes your membership, your starter kit, your personal website, which is very good to have. You don't have to create your own website. You can send your people to your website. They can go on there and see all the products we have. They can order the products. Like Paul said, you don't have to have them in your garage and ship them yourself. The company does everything like that. You're also going to get your back office. What that is basically, it's going to tell you how your team is growing, where everybody's at. And the biggest thing is how much money you're going to make. Somebody asked me this morning, was there any side effects in the product? I said, yeah, the only side effect that I've seen so far is that my bank account is growing bigger. That's a side effect that you get from being on a gel and being with New You Life. So again, you'll see the different packages. What I suggest is get together with the person that invited you here tonight, talk to them, which is going to be the best fit for you, and then go ahead and get started. Next slide.
That's the last slide.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the last slide. So see, you don't have to be good at this. You just got to do it. Like Paul said.
Right. Well,
So-
that's the thing. I think everybody looked for perfection. And I'm going to tell you something. Done is better than perfect. I'll give you like my little take on this. And then if anybody has any questions or if any of our other leaders want to make a comment before we say goodnight. But here's what I will tell you. This is how I look at your pack, your initial enrollment pack. Number one is, what product would you really like to try? What appeals to you? Is it the pain reliever? Is it the brain product? And you put together a package for yourself of something that first thing is what works for you. Then what I want you to do is look through the products or have the person who invited you here to explain the product line to you to say, hey, you know what? I really think that if I had a bottle of this pain reliever with me in my purse or in my car, and my buddy that I play golf with or I play cricket with or whatever it may be, his shoulder's bad, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to pump it right on and put it on his shoulder. And I'm going to show him how it works. So maybe that's the way I want to build my business. Or maybe I know some people who really are attorneys and real estate people, and I'm going to have the NeuroV and I'm going to get them a bottle of water and I'm going to mix a packet of NeuroV for them and I'm going to give it to them and say, I'm going to call you in 3 hours and tell me how you feel. So there's ways to build your business. Number one is take care of yourself, get a product that you want to be on, because we should be a product of our products. Because people are going to ask you, well, which one do you like? Which one do you use? And the next thing is have a couple of other products that you could sample for people because you are in business. If you owned a donut shop or a bakery and you have no cakes there, you don't have a business. So that's what I would ask for that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask any of the other leaders that are on the call if they have any comments, or if anyone else that's listening to this call has a question. There are no such thing as a stupid question.
Hey, Paul, I just want to add something real quick about the, I don't know, the pain gel we have. So nobody knows except a few people that I got in a car accident 2 weeks ago this Monday. My car, I found out yesterday, is totaled. All right. It was a pretty big deal. I didn't go to the doctor. Nothing. I didn't feel anything wrong. I had a burn on my leg from the airbag going off. I woke up Sunday morning and all of a sudden the right side of my back, the lower back, was in the worst pain that I've ever had. And I'm like, well, could it be because of, the car accident? I don't know. But I can tell you this, I've been using the Somaderm, the AWE here every morning and afternoon. And I can say, now it's not cured my problem with my back, but it's allowed me to get through the day pretty much pain-free.
And that's exactly what it's for, Danny. And let me tell you that just because you didn't have Danny's experience, going into our app, which is free on our phones, you could do this and just send someone a video and they could play it for themselves and learn all about it. So this is on the AWE product. I'm not going to play the whole
Aging
thing.
happens to everyone.
Right?
With age, your
There's
muscles
Danny right there
lose
in the
strength.
back. No, kidding. So I'm going to stop my share now. And I see that my buddy Ken Olson he's on his iPad, but Ken, would you like to share a couple of words before we say goodnight?
I would love to. Thank you for asking.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Is that a recent haircut?
I'm sorry?
Is that a recent haircut that you're sporting?
It is. Yeah,
Me too.
hair's cut.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So Danny was talking about the side effects, and I often say regarding the gel, the side effects are benefits, which is extraordinary. I mean, there's 40 known benefits with our flagship Somaderm gel. And, people often ask because of the HGH component, they're thinking side effects, negativity, and the benefits of the gel just cascade on top of one another. I've been on it now for 6 years. My wife's been on it for 6 years. And I'm so proud of what this company has become. And it was good to hear all the leaders. But when I see the suite of our 9 products and how polished they are, and the marketing material associated, the science that has gone into it, and then the compensation plan attached to this home-based business, I feel like we're about to be a legacy company, because a legacy company is a company that's done $1 billion in sales. And we're moving in on that metric, but we're also going to move in on the legacy company in terms of being around for many decades. And we're just about entering we did a couple of days ago enter year number 6. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to weigh in a little bit.
Well, look, I think, well, two things. One, you reminded me about the side effects, and I want to make a comment about that. And two, yeah, I mean, we've been here for a while and we know the stability of the company. So lean on us. If you have questions, reach out to me, reach out to Ken, reach out to anybody on this call and ask the questions. Don't miss an opportunity because you didn't ask a silly question. The other thing is on the side effects, right? So with the gel, when we were first marketing the product, everything is very strict in the homeopathic space and in the network marketing space, where you can't make all these crazy claims and you can't say, oh, if you take the gel, you'll be able to fly. So we're a very compliant company, right? So what works for me may not necessarily happen for you, right? I didn't get the weight loss with the gel like so many people got. But I got the muscle development. I'm 60 years old, guys. I've been on the product for 6 years. I'm 60 and I'm in the best shape of my life. But I will tell you that I owe a lot to it. But one thing we could say very early on was that there are no side effects. So we couldn't tell you that you were going to get and guarantee you any one of the 40 plus benefits you can get, but we can say no side effects. And I think that's important when you start understanding homeopathy, when you start understanding hormone balance, and you start understanding human growth hormone itself, and you're going to realize the other ways to get it are with injections and these other dangerous methods. This is the safest way to do it, not only the least expensive way to do it. Oh wait, anybody else want to share before we say goodnight?
Hi, I just want to ask one question, if you allow me.
Of course, I would love to answer it. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me
I just want to know, sir, is it important to have a membership or directly we can start up selling through digital marketing?
yes, it is. So everyone must join with at least one bottle of product and a $59 enrollment fee. What that $59 enrollment, it's US dollars, by the way, not rupees. So,
Okay.
and we do have the numbers worked out for India already. But you will get, with that package, you'll get product, and then you'll get your kit. And in that kit, you get your website. Everyone has their own branded website that we go to, and it looks very similar to some of the slides we showed. Then you're also going to get the app on your phone that you could literally send videos. And what's interesting about the app and why we love it so much is that if I send you, I made sure we showed some of the videos. When you send someone a video, your phone is tracking that video. And when they start to watch the video, you'll get a notification. So let's say you're starting your day and you're starting your marketing plan, which we can coach you through on how to start your marketing plan. And you send the video out to 30 separate people. You're going to get notified that this person is watching it, this person didn't. This person watched it and they watched half of it. This person watched the whole thing. This person watched it twice. And that gives you feedback and confidence on who you should approach first. And then you could say, hey, you know, would you like me to send you another video? What did you think of that video? So I call it the mind reader act, right? When you get it, a lot of times I'll text someone and said, hey, what did you think of that video? You know, and they think you're a mind reader, and then share with them, because that might attract them into how simple the business is to build.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, sure, sir. One more question.
Yes.
That is like if I talk about the products and the range which I saw over here, it's $199 for first product which I saw. So is it for the consumers also the same price in India?
Okay,
Because it
so
is
in
US dollars.
India, right? So
Yeah.
in India, there's no retail yet. So retail comes later. So in the United States, they can just buy a bottle for $140, but in India, everyone has to join as a member. So they would have to join as a distributor. That's for now, as we expand, because here, there's two things. It's a double-edged sword, okay? When we launch into a new country, and I've launched countries before, the excitement grows, and you're being some of the first people in India, that whole tree that grows of people will be under you. So that's the benefit. The disadvantage is we don't have everything set up as far as the customer program. So most people getting in are getting in under the business first. And most people usually don't mind, because in the long run, being a distributor, the products are cheaper in the long run. So if you stayed in for a year, you're actually saving less money than you're spending less than a customer would.
So that has
Okay.
to be a networking kind of a thing in India.
It has to be
No
networking.
issues.
Now, there are workarounds. You can order the product on their behalf and just sell it to them for cash. So you're able to order as much as you want personally, and then you could just sell it to them for cash. So there's always a solution, and I've built in many countries, so I could share with you how to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Sir.
thank you. Appreciate it. Anyone else before we say goodnight? That was great questions too, by the way. No? Going once? Going twice? We love you all. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you next Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have this call. Every Monday we do mindset to keep your head in the game, and every Saturday morning we do how to get started in the business and what are your first steps to do. So thank you guys.
Okay.
Have a great
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.